All right, welcome back to the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. You already know where to hit that subscribe button, man. And if you clicked on this interview, make sure you check out our interviews with Old Man Saxon, Inglewood IV. Who else have we had on here? CNG. All of them on the Netflix show Rhythm and Flow.
Oh yeah.
Right now, it's all about Sam. Be yourself. What's good, bro?
Not much, man. Just hanging out. How you doing?
You know, I'm doing amazing, man. Let me just put this on wax. You were one of my favorite contestants on the show.
Appreciate that, brother.
You know what I mean? I appreciated the fact that you were one of the few who really had bars, and you really stuck out, man.
Awesome.
I like it when rappers come with like the optimism and positivity on the records. I feel like hip hop doesn't really have that anymore, man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of it going around, but you know that's the beauty of the streaming era is you can kind of navigate and find really what's for you, and you don't have to always listen to what's ever on the radio, which is the good part about that.
I hear you, man. And where are you from again?
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's okay. So then you basically grew up with like nothing but bars around your city then.
Yeah. It's a lot of really good spitters that came out of there for sure, bro. So yeah. Big shoes to fill.
So just to knock this out the park, how did you find yourself on Rhythm and Flow? What was that process for you?
Yeah, so it was pretty straightforward. Chance had posted on his Instagram that he, Cardi and Tip are going to do a show, and he just posted a link and said, send your music here. So I just went to the website, filled out the little application, went through that whole process, kept emailing back and forth with producers, eventually sent them a freestyle, like a freestyle video, and some like introductory videos, like real world style, like introduce yourself kind of shit. And excuse me. And then that was basically it. They just kind of hit me back. It was like a 2-month process of going back and forth. And they were like, hey, we want you to audition in the Chicago episode. So went and did that, and Chance sent me through.
And then during that Chicago episode too, like, damn, that means you had to travel from Detroit to Chicago. Did it ever feel like it was real, or was it still just kind of like whatever to you at that point?
Yeah, so actually that's the thing is at the time I was living in Chicago. So I had moved from Detroit and lived in Chicago for like 3 years, and then that happened. And then, yeah, it was wild, bro, just being flown out to, rap in front of your idols and be a part of that whole process was wild. And then after the show, I was like, all right, going to move back home to Detroit, closer to my management, closer to just my team and stuff like that, so we could really get the ball rolling.
I will say though, man, like the music video that you put out My Whole Life, I would say it's super underrated.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was a good one. Basically, maybe some more elements could have been added to it. It's really gray and gloomy and stuff like that. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was strong. I thought it was good enough to get me to the next round. So
yeah. And I think so too, bro.
Thanks, brother.
I think you really you had that momentum to definitely get to like the final four.
Yeah. Yeah.
At any point, did you feel like, I don't know, maybe you deserved like the following round?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'll say it like this. Like, I definitely thought my song and my performance for the challenge that I got eliminated on was definitely strong enough to go through to the next round. But at the end of the day, it was just a blessing to be there in the first place. But yeah, I definitely thought I could have gone a little bit forward.
Man.
Yeah.
I think Saxon said it the best, where he was basically saying that during his 10 years in hip hop, just like rapping, performing, even that was just like one more stepping stone.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really the end all thing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it is like, before the show, it's like nobody knew who the hell I was. So it's like basically that was just the jump start to be able to gain that platform. And it's basically like I said it to my homie the other day. It's basically like going viral without acting like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to just gain that platform that I needed, without chasing clout or doing some stupid shit. So all the patience, all the empty shows that I did, all the labels that never responded to me, it's all coming back around now.
So you mentioned all that. Did all of that like change as soon as the show was done?
Yeah, it got easier to book shows. Venues are hitting us back.
Money came in a lot easier.
Money started coming in a little bit more. Yeah, so it kind of just changed how people respond to me, kind of thing.
I hear you, man. It's always a blessing to have something like that. I mean, the fact that you didn't have to do anything stupid just to get your name out there.
Yeah.
And it seems like with the way you're moving now, you've dropped like a couple music videos since, being on the show, and your music's just constantly getting like pushed out.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy the momentum that you're going at right now, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Right now, new song.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Newest single. It was just a track that I had been sitting on in a video that I shot in Chicago with my buddy. Shout out to Braxton. Basically, yeah, it was just a song that I was sitting on and thought it was some good lyrical content, and it was a good banger, and it had a good vibe to it, nice energy. So wanted to put that one out, and definitely got some new stuff coming soon. But yeah, man, just had a lot of fun making that one for sure.
Are you in the works like collaborating with like any of the other contestants? Because I'm seeing all your names floating around in the same pocket for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, I feel like you guys make songs together,
Totally.
but don't put them out yet.
Totally. Yeah, I'm sitting on a couple features right now from some other people. Definitely coming in, but also trying to not hold on to that too much and be like, trying to like lean and rely on the show for too much. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like that, like Saxon said, like that happened. That's cool. Stepping stone. Move forward. It's almost like taboo to like keep talking about it or keep referring to it or keep hitting up the other contestants. 'Cause it's like, all right, we get it. Like you guys were on this show. That's
It's like,
dope.
when are we over it?
Right, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, I definitely got a couple features already in the mix with some of the other cast for sure.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I can't wait to listen to more of your music. So,
Yeah, appreciate it.
you being from Detroit, what brought you to Chicago?
Okay. Yeah, so basically my girl was already living out there, right? So that made it easy. That made it like a seamless transition for me to move out there. But also I just felt like I had been spinning my wheels in Detroit for a long time, just doing local shows at all the venues downtown. And like, I just feel like I was spinning my wheels for a long time, doing these same shows, collaborating with these same people, doing this, doing that. So I was like, I need to get out of my comfort zone, need to grow as a human being, need to go out and try to get some shows out here in Chicago, meet some other people. And that really helped me take my producing to the next level. So once I got out to Chicago and I didn't have this massive group of friends, I was locked down writing and making beats all the time. So it helped my work ethic like go to the next level because I was just locked in at all times. And basically, if I didn't move to Chicago, the rhythm and flow thing probably never comes about because once I moved to Chicago, that's when things started getting like serious for me. I would, get the merch going, get the website going, get some professional videos shot, get out there and start shaking hands. So once the rhythm and flow thing happened, I was already like established as like, okay, this kid is official. He's selling merch on a website. He's got some videos. He's good to go. And I think that's what really helped. So if I don't move to Chicago, I don't and get my grind right, I don't think I was on rhythm and flow at all.
And are you still in Chicago right now?
No, I'm back in Detroit now. Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
What was with the move back then?
Like I said,
because it seemed like Chicago was doing well for you, bro.
It was doing good. It was doing good. Met some cool people and got the opportunity to do a bunch of open mics and really get into like the hip hop circuit there. But like I said, my manager lives in Detroit, or did. My previous manager lived in Detroit, so I moved back. We tried to get things going. We ended up going our separate ways, so I'm basically just like a free agent, just roaming around right now. But yeah, basically just had to move back, and that's kind of like where a lot of resources of mine are, like people that do my merch, people that help me book my shows, my whole management team, stuff like that. So decided just to move back and then get my foundation back up and running there in the hometown.
So, during your time in Chicago, you said you were there for, what, 3 years?
Like 3.5 years, yeah.
So, how long before the show actually hit you up? I can't imagine. What,
It was.
like
I was out
3?
there. Yeah, exactly. It was year 3. I was out there for like 2.5, 3 years, and then
Okay.
it all happened. And then
So that 2.5 year period when you're there, you're like a brand new person. Like, how do you start to like move around over there?
yeah, basically I was doing any fucking 9-to-5 job you could think of, bro. I did like serving, bartending. I did fucking windows, roofing, and siding sales. Worked for a mortgage company. Like I did fucking anything you can think of, man, just to like keep the money coming and keep the bills paid or whatever. And then there was just little spots like shout out to Subterranean. They're a venue that they have like the longest running hip hop open mic night. It's been every single Tuesday since like '95 or some shit.
That's crazy.
So they have a legendary open mic night there, and so I would start going to that. And then there's another place called Logan Bar that has an open mic every Thursday. Start doing that. So just trying to branch out as much as possible while doing the whole 9-to-5 bullshit that you have to do.
What was the reception like, considering that you were a newcomer in the city?
Yeah. People were like, it was a fresh face to a lot of people in the crowd, and then I grip that mic and do my thing, and they're like, oh, okay, for sure.
He can actually spit.
Yeah. They're like, for sure. This kid's nice. So
Yeah.
it was good, man. It's always a good reception as soon as I get to rap, and people might look at me and be like, what's about to happen here? And then it's always a good warm response.
Man. I feel like also like the expectations for you're obviously white, so I think like the expectations for somebody like looking at you, like they might look at you and just be like, oh, like he's gonna rap like how a white kid usually does.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, were you getting that initially? Like, was that something that you were dealing with?
Yeah, for sure. That's always been one of the main things. Like, don't want to be known as like the fratty kind of like a frat rapper or like a college rapper. I don't want to be known as like, I don't know, just like the inspirational positivity white boy rapper. First things first, I just want people to know like he can rap his fucking ass off. Like that's it. He can rap. He's got bars. He's got, he comes from, the golden era influence. First things first. That's always what I want people to know about me is actual like my ability to rap and my ability with music. And then whatever opinion you want to formulate after that, that's cool. But no one's ever looked me dead in my eye or like you're whack. Like so you can think what you want. My music might not be for you. Who I am as a person might not be what you like. But like they're gonna be like that boy can go.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
You mentioned golden era of hip hop. So like who are some of your influences?
Yeah, I mean obviously the newer generations of like the Kanyes and the Drakes and the Big Seans and stuff like that and Wiz and Currency and all those guys have been huge because they were able to show me that you didn't have to be on some gangster type shit to be a top tier guy and be recognized. Like, Eminem showed me, like people like Eminem and people like BC Boys and like R.A. the Rugged Man, they showed me like, okay, it's possible a white boy can do this shit. But then like guys like Kanye and Drake and shit, they kind of show, and like Mac Miller, rest in peace, like they showed me like you can just be yourself. Like if you are some goofy fucking white kid, just do that and rap like that. You don't have to be on some gangster shit. So, I mean, obviously, those new school cats are a big influence on me, but, like the Wu-Tangs, Tribe Called Quest, Jay Dilla, just that whole era, Busta Rhymes, all the 90s cats, early 2000s cats were huge in my life, 50 Cent, Eminem, all that stuff.
It sounds like you kind of picked up the bars from that golden era of hip-hop, but then you really got that idea of just like, oh, Kanye West is in a pink polo. Right. You can really just do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right, like Drake's like, on the intro of So Far Gone, like, like, singing about strippers and shit. Like you can be your.
You can talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, man. You can just be you. You don't have to be on some gangster shit or don't have to be somebody that you're not. And that's what I learned from a lot of the newer generation of cats that are out here.
And I'm assuming that's where you drew the inspiration to become Sam B yourself.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I used to go by Sam B. My last name starts with a B, and then it was already taken when I tried to upload some music to like all streaming platforms. So I just added an E on the end of B and just put yourself afterward. It just rolled off the tongue. But yeah, the name itself is a big part of like what I believe in as an artist. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, thanks.
So then, how do you even, like, when do you even start writing your first raps?
Young, bro, young. So, can't even front. So I started writing my own raps in like 3rd, 4th grade after 8 Mile came out. After that shit came out, I was like, oh, fuck,
he was on the bus.
This is what I want to do.
He had the notepad and everything.
No. But yeah, no, seriously, like I just started writing little dumb, goofy raps, and that was from, age 9, 10, 11, 12 until I had a buddy that actually lives out here in LA. Shout out to my buddy Reed. He's a computer whiz, so he started downloading like Fruity Loops and Logic Pro and all these different things, and I would write these raps, and he'd be like, "Nah, dude, just like rap like you, like you don't like." I don't know, whether it was saying some goofy shit about a gun or whatever. Yeah. He was like, so when I really started recording my raps, he was like, just rap about shit that we do, like sitting in the garage and smoking joints or whatever, like just be you. So, yeah, that's basically how that started.
I gotta ask you, Sam, what is unapologetically you? Because I feel like with you and the brand that you've built for yourself, it all surrounds identity.
Yeah, totally. Unapologetically, that's a good one. I've never been asked that question before.
Exclusively at the lunch table.
Passionate, man. Unapologetically passionate. Like, if it takes me 3 extra months to finish a song because I have to get the guitar sounding just right on the beat that I made, then that's what I'm gonna do. I would say passionate about just the music in general. Yeah.
Engineers and producers must hate you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing is I put myself through audio engineering school so I could learn how to do that shit because it got to a point where it was like, dude, I can't be spending. I'm an independent artist with a 9-to-5 job. I can't be spending 70 to 150 an hour in a studio just to use the studio. And then I got to pay someone to mix it, and then master it. So then I got to pay the producer for the beat.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that, dude. Spent a bunch of money on going to school just to learn how to do all that shit myself. And so I do it all now.
So amongst your entire catalog, which one would you say was the longest song to make in terms of what you were just saying?
Yeah. Probably. Let me think. It's definitely off the newer project. I would say. I would definitely say Higher.
Higher, okay.
Higher, yep. The song Higher took me a long time because I just get all the pianos and all the different sounds and get all the I had to really make sure that the lyrics were really, really good for that one because the beat was so good and so powerful and inspirational. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just the whole writing, producing, recording process of Higher probably took me like 2.5 months.
2.5
yeah,
months.
Just for a single song.
Jesus.
Yeah, while I'm working on other songs at the same time, but like that one specifically took me a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why do you think that one was just so difficult for you to make?
I don't know. I kept going back and rewriting. I kept changing arrangement of like the instruments and the beat and stuff like that. Finally got to a point where it was just like, all right, man, you're just gonna fuck this song up if you can. you know when you overthink something and work on it too hard, and then it's just got to a point where I was just like, all right, man, it's done. Like,
I just want to get this shit out now.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. If you overthink things, it tends to go bad. So
now on the flip side, which one from No More Mr. Nice Raps was like the easiest song for you to make?
Stereo. Stereo was just
yeah.
That was just a quick little bop beat. Was super easy to put together. It was just a continuous loop of one.
That was the mainstream record.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be like a radio joint. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that one was just simple. Didn't really write it. Just kind of went off the top like bar for bar and would stop and then record a couple bars, stop, and stuff like that. So that one was only like I think I got that done in like a day.
Bro, even the music video to Stereo was pretty fire, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I still have these conversations with like my other relatives who don't necessarily know what I'm doing, and then they're just like, "So, what exactly are you talking to people? Like, what's a podcast type of situation?"
Right.
I'm just like, it's really hard for you to explain that.
Yeah,
shit.
it's definitely something that like anybody in the arts scene, whether you're a painter, whether you're a podcaster, whether you're a rapper or you're in a band or whatever, and it's like, oh, you're still doing that music thing, huh? Like, how's that going for you? So I definitely wanted to like capture that, and I think we hit the nail on the head for sure.
Were you specifically talking about, someone you were in a relationship with and their family not necessarily understanding your craft, or are you just talking about like, people who I guess have this disbelief in what you're actually doing? Yeah,
it's a little bit of both. Yeah, it comes from real life experiences dealing with my significant other's family. Started coming around at first, and they're like, "Oh, you're a rapper? What does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what do you do? How do you make money off that?" So yeah real life experience, and also just wanting people to connect and understand that as well.
So then, on the flip side, how did your family deal with everything that's going on in your life right now?
Yeah, so they're really supportive of it. At first, like my mom didn't really get it and was like, maybe you should go back to school, like that kind of whole thing. Those conversations happen, but like once I think it was like a couple years before the show, before the Netflix show, I did a show in downtown Detroit, and it was packed out, like shoulder to shoulder, people singing my words. Got called for an encore, like one more song, and my mom was at that show, and she was like, "Okay, I get it now. Like now it's making sense. Like just keep going for sure." Yeah,
man, shout out to moms, man.
Mom Duke's holding it down.
Ain't it crazy how you just need that one situation for your mom to realize, like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I think a lot of even my family, just family members outside of my direct parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, they kind of were like, yeah, it's my cousin, he's a rapper. And it was never like, dude, you're bad. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. It was like, best of luck, kiddo. Like, chasing that dream, like, whatever. And then the whole Netflix thing happened, and then they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
So I feel like Russ definitely like set the template for everyone, and I think you've kind of capitalized on this too. Mm-hmm. Everyone hates Russ for reasons of just like he might be cocky because he's like, I write my own shit, I produce my own shit, engineer, mix and master my whole shit.
Sure.
It sounds like you do the exact same thing.
Similar process.
Yeah, similar process, right? And I've always thought to myself, like, how much, like, do you feel like your quality deteriorates because you're stretched so thin amongst everything that you need to do in your career?
Definitely. That's not, I can't even sit here and be like, nah, man. Like, yeah, no, it totally is true. It's totally true. Yeah, you know, when you focus so much on making the beats, I go through, you know, my process for making a project is I go into a beat making spree where I will take a few months and make 100 beats or whatever, maybe 200, who knows? And then you got to realize only like you make 100 beats, maybe 5, maybe 6 of those are going to be like, that's it, that's fire. And the rest of them are going to be throwaways, like whether you use them, give them to someone else, whatever. That's just how it works. So I go into these deep beat making sprees while I'm not writing shit for a while, and then I take those beats and I try to write, or sometimes it'll just come to me, and then I have to do all that, mix it, master it, promote it, market it, throw the show, throw the listening party, throw the it's just like, it's true, man. So definitely, you know, looking into other options with other help, like working with a full-time producer, or just for a producer for one project, or trying to get some, trying to get labels involved, things like that, or definitely would help me for sure.
How do you not get worn out?
Mental breaks, taking breaks, man. Like whether that's a couple days, whether that's a couple weeks, taking time to like not force things. Like sometimes I'll be trying to make a beat and it won't come to you. Step away for a little bit, man. Like do other things, read some books, like try to get inspiration and draw it from other, listen to interviews, podcasts, stuff like that. Just basically taking like mental resets is key.
What kind of books are you on right now?
Right now, I'm reading a book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And
I've been trying to read that forever.
Yeah, I
see that at Barnes & Noble all the time, and I'm like meaning to pick it up.
Yeah, that's been huge. I read. Obviously, we all know who Gary Vee is by now, but I read his first book, Crush It, and that was a big help for me in my career and how to take myself seriously as a brand to the next level. So
Explain.
I mean, yeah. He basically he was one of the first dudes that got popping and started making money and monetizing off vlogging and YouTubing and stuff like that. So he was like, you know, you got to have a website. You got to be, if you're an artist of some sort, you got to have a website. You got to have professional looking merchandise. You have to have professional videos on your YouTube. You got to do this. You got to do that. So that helped me set up. So when the rhythm and flow opportunity came, it looked like I was good. It looked like I was doing shit and I was popping when I had 1,500 followers on Instagram. I didn't have shit, bro. I didn't have shit. I was begging people to let me to perform, but it looked like I had my shit together. So just like reading his book helped me like navigate and help me give that, and because perception's everything.
Yeah. You know, I think my definition of luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
Totally.
And to me, it sounds like you really hit that on the mark once, you moving from Detroit to Chicago, then the rhythm and flow thing happened. It's just like, well, I'm not just some bunk-ass rapper. I have everything on my resume to show you that, like, I'm really about this shit.
For sure.
And I think that's what really separates you and all the other contestants who made it as far as they did, like, past the wave of everybody else.
Yeah, totally.
'Cause, I mean, at that point, it was really just all experience from what I'm getting.
Totally. Yeah, a lot of people that had to, like, go and, like, I've only performed 3 times in my entire life, but here I am in front of T.I. Like, no, dude, I did so many different shows. And, like, used to have, dude, I've had fucking nightmares of running into, like, Jay-Z on the streets and going to rap, and I, like, can't or something because I'm in a dream. I've had dreams of choking in front of, like, rappers and shit like that. So when that opportunity came, I was just, like, mentally ready, bro. I was there.
I hear you.
I was in the zone.
Do you think there was anything else that you could have done to prep yourself even more?
Anything I could have done mentally for myself? Not really, bro, because you just, like, didn't, like, it was reality TV at the end of the day. So it's like, there's nothing that, like, I had never been a part of anything like that. So as far as, like, getting inside of a studio and creating, I'm ready. Getting on a stage, grabbing a mic and performing, I'm good. Doing it in front of famous people, whatever, they're just human beings. Like, you just have to, I think I mentally and physically and everything was there. I was just ready to go. Honestly, I don't think there's anything more you can really do to prepare for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just a matter of the judges'
Executing.
opinion.
Yep, executing and keeping it authentic is huge too. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sam, be yourself. I think we got like a good chunk of your story, man.
Boom.
Yo, so at this point, let me just ask you like a round of like super quick questions, and you answer everything to the best of your ability.
Cool.
So, Sam, we're obviously at the lunch table. So, what's your favorite lunch, man?
Favorite lunch? Cheeseburger. It's a cheeseburger with fries, man.
You are simple as fuck, man, but I
Super
enjoy
simple.
it. I mean,
super
good
simple,
shit.
dude. Super simple.
Is there a cheeseburger spot back at the city that you enjoy the most? You gotta put on for your city, man.
Come on, what's a good burger spot? Help me out. What's a good burger spot? I mean, there's so many different. Yeah, there's a spot in Detroit called Green Dot Stables.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Shout out to Green Dot.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go there one time.
Yeah.
What's your dream collaboration as an artist and a producer?
Dream collaboration as an artist. Who would that be? Fuck, that's a good question.
I want to kind of like dig into your head because I feel like there's a million things going on, bro.
Yeah, totally. No, man, that's as an artist, like working with another artist. I mean, that could, probably like, honestly, hip hop would be huge. Like, as an artist, it would definitely be like to get like Jimi Hendrix to like sing and play guitar like on a rap track with you would probably fucking
look at that.
turn the world upside down. I mean, it'd be easy for me to be like Eminem, Drake, but like, no, to get like someone like Jimmy or you know, Stevie Wonder on a rap song, you know, something like that would
You're
be
interesting, bro.
Yeah, I'm a musician at heart, bro. I just love all kind of music. So
because you're really the first person who I asked this question to, and they didn't say a rapper.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Literally, serious. I'm on some serious shit.
I mean, yeah.
Anybody who's passed.
I mean, yeah, because I could that could be a fucking 2-hour conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I could go all the way from like I said, like someone like Jimmy or you know, someone like Stevie or some of the '90s people that are huge. Like to do a song with Q-Tip would be incredible. But as far as producer, definitely wish I could have gotten a batch of beats from Jay Dilla and made a song with him. Maybe like a Pharrell or something like that.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Well, to Dilla. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last question, man. Right Now dropped in December, so when can we expect more music from you?
April for sure. I got some singles that are already lined up. We're shooting videos. So April is when we're gonna start dropping some new tunes.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Is it going to be attached to a project or just all singles?
For right now, there's just some singles that we're trying to push and working on a full length project as well. But yeah.
There we go, man. Well, Sam, be yourself, man. Where can everybody find you?
At Sam Be Yourself on all platforms. One word, SAMBE, yourself, all platforms.
There you go. Well, this is the lunch table. Food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Sam, be yourself, and we are out, everybody. Peace.
Peace.